USolver is a web-based tool that allows you to do data modeling, create interactive presentations, dashboards, and publish it on the internet. So as you see, once you log in, the screen is divided into two parts. The bottom part is the spreadsheet. Just like in a regular spreadsheet, you can enter numbers or formulas here. And the top part is the canvas. The canvas is the place where you create your presentation. I'd like to give you a very short demonstration of how spreadsheet and canvas are connected to one another. For example, in A1, I'm going to record just a regular number 1. Then in A2, I'm going to put a formula, A1 plus 1, right? And just like in traditional spreadsheet, I'm going to extend this formula so that the formula will get calculated a sequence of numbers from 1 to 11. And in column B, I'm going to put a sign of A1. And just like I did with the previously, I'm going to extend this formula, and USolver will calculate the sign of all the numbers on below. Of course, this is something that's very easy to do in traditional spreadsheet. And next, what I'm going to do, I am going to put chart on the canvas. You can put chart, clicking the chart button and selecting the chart, and then connecting it to the data. Or if the data is available in spreadsheet already, I will select the data, go to plot, and select I'd like to plot it as the line chart. As you see here, it plotted this data as a line chart. On the right hand side, you will see various properties of this chart. And going to the chart, I'm going to just make it a little bit smoother. So I'm going to go to line tab and select spline. So our chart is smoother. Second, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my cell A1 and record a different number. As you would have expect, all the numbers recalculated and the chart changes. Alright, let me return it back to 1. But now instead of changing the number, I'm going to insert this as an input box. So here I'm going to insert it as an input box, and since I connected A1 and inserted through create button over here, it automatically did the connection. You could have inserted it through this menu, but then you will have to go to the data tab and make sure that it's connected to spreadsheet and to appropriate cell. Now, if I am changing this value, you will see that the value triggers recalculation in the spreadsheet, and also it triggers updates on the canvas, right? But let me return it back to 1. But now instead of doing this, I am going to also insert this cell or another element connected to the cell that's called slider. What slider allows, it allows you to create an element that you can specify the minimum and maximum, and user can interactively drag it, right? And now as you see, it is also connected to cell A1, just like this one, right? It highlights which cell it's connected to. And our chart, once I go to data editor, you will see that it's also connected to X data is connected to A1 through A14, and Y data is connected to B1 to B14. Right now we are in edit mode of the presentation, but I can preview how users would preview it. So first of all, I'm clicking on this preview button. What it does, it opens in the preview mode, though still within the USolver, right? Now I can change my slider, and it automatically changes A1 cell. A1 cell triggers recalculation, and recalculation triggers update on the chart. And as you see, this is an interactive presentation where user can change the input parameters and see some calculation or data modeling changed. In very similar way, I can go back to edit mode. I can save this presentation, because in order for me to be able to view it outside of USolver or send a link to somebody, I have to save this presentation. I'm going to say like my first USolver demo. Okay. I'm gonna mark it as unlisted, so if you have the link to the presentation, you'll be able to see it without being need to log in. I'm gonna save, and now if I go to share web preview, it will open in the new tab, just like you would expect user to be open. And anybody who has link to this presentation will be able to see it because I make it unlisted, which means it will not require user to log in. And as you see, I can change the modify my cells, and it will trigger recalculation. It will update whatever data modeling I had. There is no spreadsheet here. There is only canvas because this is what users see. Well, I hope it gives you an idea what USolver is and a brief introduction of what it can do. Thank you.